I heard Ernest Hastings do it when I was in the First World War in the army. Went to the local music hall and Ernest Hastings was there, and he used to sing or perform monologues playing for himself at the piano. And one he did was, "And yet I don't know, and yet I don't know," you know. And that was the first one I did as my party piece. When I first heard "And Yet I Don't Know," I was stationed in West Hartlepool. I was with the Yorkshire Regiment, and of course that dialect, and Ernest Hastings used to do that dialect as well. And I used to think, I still think, that it's much more confidential with a little touch of the short A, buff and fast and so forth. And that's why I adopted it.
Now, my sister's daughter, Elizabeth May, is going to be married next Sunday, they say. Now, what will I buy her? She's such a nice girl. I think a piano would do very well. I saw one today. It was a beauty, I found. Only 95 guineas. I'll have it sent round. And yet I don't know. And yet I don't know. I think she's the rottenest player I know. And if she starts thumping out that maiden's prayer, her husband will murder his lover, so there. I'll not buy a piano. It's not that I'm mean. I know what I'll buy her. A sewing machine. And yet I don't know. And yet I don't know. A sewing machine would cost me 20 guineas or so. And that'd buy plenty of linen and thread and things that are handmade are best, so it said. It's not that I'm stingy, although I'm half Scotch. I know what I'll buy her. A nice little watch. And yet I don't know. And yet I don't know. In 10 years or so, they're too fast or too slow. And then she might sell it or pawn it, so there. I know what I'll buy her. A jumper to wear. And yet I don't know. And yet I don't know. The girls won't wear jumpers in 10 years or so. And then she might go and get stout before long, and stout girls in jumpers to me are all wrong. And open work jumpers give ladies the flu. I'll buy her some handkerchiefs. That's what I'll do. And yet I don't know. And yet I don't know. Some handkerchiefs that cost me 3 shillings or so. And that seemed a lot for poor Uncle John, and anything does to blow noses on. Aye, and talking of noses, hers is red enough. I know what I'll buy her. A nice powder puff. Now, she can't powder her nose with a grand piano, nor yet with a sewing machine. She can't powder her nose with a nice little watch. Well, that's silly, you know what I mean. She can't powder her nose. No, she can't. So I'll pop round tomorrow to Woolworths, God bless her, and buy her a nice powder puff. And yet I don't know. And yet I don't know. 6pence halfpennies aren't found in backyards. I'll not buy her a powder puff at all. I'll just send her my kindest regards.